Okay, boys and girls, class is in session, so sit down and buckle up. I'm about to lay down 3 basic rules on how to not suck at life. I hope you put on a fresh pair of underwear because this is not going to be your typical motivational speech. I ain't your mama, and this ain't for the faint of heart. These rules, although simple and basic, will bend your senses if you have the brain fluid to explore them further. These are the starting principles for changing the weak, single-celled organism you see every morning in the mirror into a high-octane, highly intelligent, and mentally well-structured human. These will offend some, inspire others, and the rest will be left in the corner as a heaping biological hot mess curled up in the fetal position. So let's get after this. Alright, rule number 1 to stop sucking at life. Be really freaking picky about who you spend your time with. Your circle should be filled with people who lift you up, not drag you down. Look, your time is like a tank of gas on race day. It's finite. Every second counts and you can't afford to waste it. You only got so much fuel in the tank, and once it's gone, it's gone. There's no refilling it once it's empty. You gotta stop wasting that precious fuel on people who ain't helping you win the race. Focus on those who add value to your life. I'm talking about those folks you've known since you were knee-high to a grasshopper, the ones who were there in your early days. But if they ain't got your back, ain't pushing you to be better, and are stuck in neutral on the track of life, then they're just dead weight. If they ain't cheering you on, if they ain't helping you reach your full potential, then it's time to show them the checkered flag, drop them like a bad habit. It's tough, but necessary. Listen, life's too short to be bogged down by people who are holding you back. You deserve to be surrounded by positivity and support. You're capable of greatness, but you gotta surround yourself with a crew that believes in you, that pushes you, and that celebrates your victories. And that's gonna help you cross that finish line in first place. So choose your team wisely and make sure they're in it to win it with you. Rule number 2 for not sucking at life. Be just as picky about what you put into that noggin of yours as you are about the people you hang with. Your brain is your most valuable asset, and it deserves the best. That lump of gray matter between your ears, that's your engine, your powerhouse. It's the control center for everything you do, think, and feel. Treat it like crap, and you're gonna be running on fumes. Just like a car that hasn't had an oil change in years, your brain will start to sputter and stall. I'm talking about all that mindless TV, the endless scrolling through social media, the stuff that just fills your head with noise and doesn't give you anything back. It's like eating junk food for your mind. It's like filling your gas tank with sugar water. Sure, it might look like the real deal, but it ain't gonna get you very far. Your brain needs premium fuel to perform at its best. Your brain craves knowledge. It craves challenge. It craves a purpose. Feed it with books, puzzles, and meaningful learning experiences. It's a muscle, and just like any other muscle, you gotta work it out to make it strong. Exercise it with activities that push its limits and expand its capabilities. So put down the remote, step away from the phone, and pick up a book. Learn a new skill. Dive into a hobby that makes you think and grow. Have a real conversation that makes you think. Engage in discussions that challenge your viewpoints and expand your understanding. Don't let your brain get flabby and lazy. A stagnant mind is a wasted opportunity. You were built for more than just binge watching and double tapping. Your potential is limitless if you nurture it. You got the potential to do amazing things, but you gotta feed your mind the right fuel to get there. Invest in your brain, and it will pay you back tenfold. Chapter 3. Rule number 3, get your financial house in order. Alright, rule number 3, and this one's crucial. Get a grip on your cash. This means understanding where every dollar is going and making sure it's working for you. I'm talking about your finances, your dough, the green stuff that makes the world go round. It's the lifeblood of your daily life. Now, this ain't rocket science, but you'd be surprised how many folks are stuck in a perpetual spin-out when it comes to money. They feel overwhelmed and don't know where to start. They're spending like there's no tomorrow, living paycheck to paycheck, and wondering why they can't get ahead. It's a vicious cycle that needs to be broken. It's simple, folks. You gotta treat your money with respect. That means knowing your income, tracking your expenses, and planning for the future. That means making a budget and sticking to it. A budget is your roadmap to financial stability. It means thinking twice before you drop a week's worth of groceries on a pair of shoes you don't need. It's about making conscious choices. Look, I'm not saying you gotta live like a pauper. You can still enjoy life, but within your means. But you gotta be smart about your spending. Make sure every purchase aligns with your financial goals. Invest in yourself, invest in your future, and don't let those impulse buys keep you stuck in the financial pits. Remember, every dollar saved is a step closer to financial freedom. Okay, so that's it for today, folks. 3 basic rules. Not hard and not out of your reach in order to change your stars. You can do this, it can be done, you have the tools and you have the capacity within to start making small changes today. Go and get after it. You got this. As always, like and subscribe so we can help reach as many people as possible who want to join this journey of personal greatness.